Hello, it's Meredith here for day number 5 of the Build Your Profitable YouTube channel in 1 hour a day challenge. Yesterday, when I went live here, there were some people in the Facebook group that I don't know, they didn't get the notification. And so they came late. So I will give this just a couple of minutes before I dive into all the good stuff today. We have another very packed day. So if you're watching the replay of this, make sure you let me know in the comments. I think they're over there, maybe down below, that you're watching the replay. And if you're here live, let me know that you're live. Let me know that you can hear me, that you can see me. We are wrapping up the 5-day challenge that we have been doing this week over in the 5-day challenge pop-up group, where I've been seeing all of your homework every single day. So hey, Andrew's here. Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know. Hey, Brandy. So Brandy's excited to get the mystery squares on the bingo board. Yes, all of any remaining squares you have after today, let me know in the comments what you have, and we will definitely make sure you have everything there. And then you'll be able to turn in your bingo board for a chance at some prizes. So we are wrapping up 5 days of how to build your profitable YouTube channel in 1 hour a day. So you all have heard me mention the spider web effect and the spider web strategy so many times this week, and it's time to start putting that strategy into action. That's exactly what today's lesson is all about. And all of the details and everything, you probably got a lesson today in your email inbox that told you to come watch this video for the whole lesson. And so I want to make sure that I cover everything. And if you have questions as we go, you can put them in the chat, and I will probably answer them at the end, just so that I don't get completely distracted. So if you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not ignoring you. So I want to make sure I remember to pull up my slides here. So day 5, here we go. I can't believe that we're already here at the end, but we are. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to submit your entire bingo board that you've been doing this whole week. You probably can't see this, but this is my bingo board cheat sheet. This has all of the answers on it. Don't worry, you can't read my handwriting, so I know that you didn't see that. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to fill in some of the last remaining squares and then submit that. And that's how we'll be doing a random drawing for the prizes. Either the mini tripod, Manfrotto, I think they call it the Pixie tripod, or a flexible tripod, depending on what you choose, or an Amazon gift card, $50 Amazon gift card, or a light box, kind of like this one that I have down here. But this one's actually better. It's bigger. And so on the all access page, which is at vidpromom.com/access, at the very bottom of that page, there is a section. And if you have that page open, you may have to refresh it, because I just made that section go live. There's a section to submit your bingo board. You just hit the big yellow. Is it yellow? I think it's yellow. Hit the big yellow button. It'll take you to a form where you can actually either take a picture of your bingo board or save it as a screenshot if you're doing it on your computer and upload it. But you won't have all the answers till the end of this video. And then on Sunday at noon, I'm going to go live in the Facebook group and draw those winners. So let's dive into this. So we're here on day 5. You have heard me mention the spiderweb effect a bunch of times, the spiderweb strategy a bunch of times. If we haven't met yet, my name is Meredith Marsh. I'm the host of this challenge, creator of the spiderweb strategy to start and grow your profitable online business using YouTube. And you probably all already know who I am, because you've been here, and I know the people in the chat have been here this whole entire week and doing the homework, even when they're on vacation, like Andrew. So let's talk about what I kind of think of as the elephant in the room, which is how do you get views on your videos if you don't already have subscribers on your channel? Because we've talked about the fact that in order to earn the revenue that you set up, that you learned about from day 3, in order to make that revenue happen, you have to have views, you have to have traffic. Like, people have to actually watch your videos. How do you get those views when you don't already have subscribers on your channel? What comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? So I will tell you that answer for sure. But most people, when they get to this foundational YouTube process, will walk away with the ideas that they've come up with on day 2 and day 3 and say, okay, great, I'll just start uploading and I'll be on my way. Remember, we need to have those views on our videos when we upload them. So how does YouTube know who to put our videos in front of? How does it know what our videos are actually about? You could spend hours or days. I know, who was it yesterday? Someone said, I think they spent like 16 hours editing a video. You could spend hours or days shooting and editing videos that look great and sound fantastic. They could be exactly what your ideal viewer needs, what your ideal viewer, your ideal customer, your ideal audience, what they need. That who and why that we define on day 1 of this challenge. But if they never find those videos on YouTube, if they never watch those videos on YouTube, then you're really just creating videos for fun. You're not actually creating videos to grow your business or to create videos that and show up for people, the people that you're here to help, right? Because they're not getting out to those people. Yes, we will cover box 9 in the bingo board. That's coming today. Oh, that's coming today. Sorry, I just got really excited because I just remembered that. I need to give you that. Yes. Remind me at the end if you don't hear what that one is, but you will get box number 9 for sure. Well, for sure, if you remind me. So you heard me mention the spider web strategy several times. This is the YouTube growth strategy that I use myself and that I teach my clients and students. It's a strategy and a planning tool that works with the 5 phases of YouTube growth that most people miss. Most people get one of these phases and miss out on the other 5 phases. So these 5 phases are the YouTube strategy and online business fundamentals so that you can stop guessing at what's going to work, crossing your fingers, and waiting for the money to trickle in. Because if you think about it, are there profitable YouTube channels that don't have the fundamentals in place and yet they're still growing and generating thousands of dollars each month? Probably not, right? The fundamentals have to be there in order to create that foundation to grow on. So with YouTube, you either start with a proven plan of getting found in search results, training the algorithm to recommend your videos to new viewers, and using your analytics to grow, or you go down this path of continually trying to guess what might work. And in the last 5 days of this challenge, you started by defining who your channel is for, why your channel exists, what is going to be on your channel, how your content will earn revenue, even as a small channel, so that as your audience grows, your income flows. And yesterday, you also started organizing your video topics into categories or into spiderweb sections. So how do we know which of those categories or which of those handful of topics are going to be the most viable, the most lucrative, right? The best opportunities for the spiderweb effect to take place on your channel to get that fast, organic YouTube traffic that you need to generate those views and revenue on your channel. And where you're going to be like 3 months from now, 6 months, a year from now, if you go by guessing what might work, So you can maybe start making money from the content you create. Either you'll be pumping out content that people can't find and can't watch, or you'll get burned out completely and just walk away and give up. So imagine if by, let's say, the end, where are we, September? By the end of November, maybe even by the end of the year, you have this fully planned and optimized spiderweb strategy that's just a matter of like filling it in, kind of like you're creating your own, like a paint by number, but you're creating it for your own niche, for your own channel, and for your own business, so that all you have to do is just make those videos, just upload those videos, because the heavy lifting has already been done for you. So, I mean, that would be amazing. Plus, also, the holiday season coming up is a really good time to get in on affiliate marketing. So let's make sure that you can bring all of the pieces of your spider web together from the work that you've done this week. So what happens next? How do we make the spider web effect happen? How do we train YouTube to promote our videos to new viewers so that we see views and subscribers right away? And before I forget, now that Curly Girl in Stitches reminded me about bingo square number 9. Yesterday we talked about the spider web effect and how it worked, and how sticking with one section of the spider web is so important. And the reason why I had that bingo square on there is because what I often hear from people is, oh, well, I don't want to be known for one thing. If with the gardening example, I don't want to be known for, I don't want to be known for just patio gardening. I want to help people like grow vegetables and whatever. But in order to be known for more than one thing, you have to be known for one thing, right? So that's the fill in the blank on bingo square number 9 in the bottom left-hand corner. In order to be known for more than one thing, you have to be known for one thing. And that's why you have to stick to one section of your spider web first and then branch out from there. So I just moved myself around because I wanted to talk directly to you and not just have you be looking at the slides. So let's see here. If you remember from the kickoff video, when you learned about the 4 content creator mindsets that I see even with my own friends in the business, most of you said that you are a DIY creator or a confused but committed creator, which is a good place to be, because what happens before you have a breakthrough, before you have a big realization or a light bulb moment? What happens before that is confusion. So if you're confused about something, it means your next step is like, oh, I get it now. So if you remember, I said the difference between a DIY, can do it myself, or a confused but committed creator, and the cruise control CEO creator is that the cruise control CEO has a plan in place for growing their audience using SEO and analytics. Even if they take baby steps, they know they're headed in the right direction because they have a plan. All about that plan. So here are the 5 phases of that cruise control CEO plan that you would have in place as a cruise control CEO. So number 1, phase 1, brainstorm breakthrough. We all know that the whole idea behind having a YouTube channel is to create videos, right? And for most people, they get to the start of their plan and they're like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. I'm going to upload my videos. And the first thing they do is they create videos and they cross their fingers and hope that somebody watches them. Not you guys, because you guys are participating in this 5-day challenge, right? And it seems obvious that the very first step to upload, to create a YouTube channel is like create videos and upload them, right? But how do you know what video topics to create? How do you know what people want to watch? What topics are going to actually grow your channel? That's a lot of the work that we did on day 1 and 2. of this challenge. So you may have already tried this. If you have a channel already, you may have already tried this. You may have already uploaded some videos without having a foundational plan, without having a spiderweb effect. And you may also have experienced the feeling of putting a lot of time and energy and effort and creativity into making your videos and then going and looking at your analytics and being like, oh, okay, well, I guess no one's going to watch all these videos that I put all this time and energy into. Maybe you invited your friends and family to watch them, but then maybe you haven't gotten very many views or your channel subscriber number hasn't really gone up at all since then. And I've said this before, you've heard me say it, crossing your fingers is not a strategy. So before you hit the record button to create your videos on your channel, you need to create a brainstorm breakthrough for yourself in order for the spiderweb effect to actually work. So by simply throwing unscripted, unoptimized, unplanned videos up on YouTube, crossing your fingers and hoping they'll work for you, you risk spending your time and energy creating content that no one wants to watch. Maybe they want to watch it, but you would maybe want to know that before you actually create it, right? And then if no one ever watches it, it doesn't lead to revenue. And so ultimately, you'd be not only wasting your time in creating that content, but by having content on your channel that people aren't watching, you'll ultimately be further behind in the overall growth of your channel. So if you think about a successful channel, they don't just haphazardly hit publish on random videos without making sure that each box is ticked and everything is optimized appropriately. When you create videos using the spiderweb strategy, you'll know what people are searching for, what video topics people are actually watching, and you'll know exactly which videos are worth your time to create, so that every video that you publish, that you put your time and energy and effort and creativity into, will attract viewers and gain subscribers and grow your channel and your revenue. So the brainstorm breakthrough phase works a little bit like this. You brainstorm your video topic ideas, which we have done this week. You use my 10-minute method for keyword research to determine how to optimize your titles and descriptions so that your video gets picked up in the search engines. And then you select your first 5 videos to build your channel's spider web foundation and start to build that SEO framework. SEO, for those that don't know, is search engine optimization, and it seems kind of nerdy and complicated at first. And so it often becomes this concept for content creators where they're like, I'll figure that out later. I'll create my content first, and then I'll figure out the whole nerdy SEO stuff later. But if you wait until you've already uploaded your videos, then you're missing out on that crucial moment when YouTube sees your new video and then decides which viewers to match to your content and where to rank you in the algorithm. Inside of my 6-week YouTube side hustle startup program, we use the spiderweb strategy and cover exactly how to plan your channel as a spiderweb, sort of like what we've done this week, and then how to use YouTube's own tools like your title, description, tags, thumbnails, so that every video you create contributes to the growth of your channel. I need to take a drink of water. I'm already talking a lot. So the next phase is set up for success. So along with setting up the SEO kind of framework for your channel comes with the idea of like, well, how we have to set up our actual videos, right? We have to actually create videos. And I see questions a lot. I've seen some questions in our chat here on the live streams and in the group, and in my email inbox all the time about how to shoot and record. Like, what camera should I use? Should I get a camera? Can I use my phone? What about lighting? What about microphones? none of these things actually matter if you're not prepared to actually start publishing, right? Which sounds kind of backwards. But when you focus on what you have now, the equipment that you have now, the sooner you start to fulfill that spider web and start building your foundation on YouTube, then the sooner you'll get the algorithm's attention, the sooner that your channel will grow. Um, right? So if you're waiting until you have the perfect setup, or the perfect camera, the perfect lighting, the perfect space, then you'll never end up setting anything up and actually publishing videos on your channel. You'll basically be behind before you even really get started. So there are certain aspects of shooting videos and videography that can be kind of technical. I wish there was a perfect formula for how to shoot and create videos. But the truth is, every content creator starts with what they know and what they have and then evolves over time, and then gets better the more that they do it. That's just the way that it is with an industry that has a creative, component to it. So there is no magical formula for creating videos, but if you don't just create videos of what you have right now, then nothing's going to happen on your channel. So you definitely want to start with some kind of a script or an outline of some kind of an introduction, your important points that you want to cover in the video, your outro. Use the gear that you have and start creating now, even if it's your phone or your webcam. And even just if you have to record a screencast or something and you don't even have a camera, you can record a screencast without your face being on camera at all. So there's really no one right way to do this, whether you script your videos out or not. You want to focus on getting your viewers' attention. That's the number one thing when you're creating your videos on YouTube. You want to get your viewers' attention and then keep them watching your videos and entice them to watch more of your videos. Inside of the YouTube startup program, we use the spiderweb strategy to keep the scripting and shooting process simple, with a bonus on how to look legit on video, even if you don't have a fancy camera, by providing fill in the blank scripting processes and pointers on recording different kinds of videos, from tutorials to product reviews, even like cooking overhead videos and craft style videos and things like that. So once you're ready to upload your videos on your channel as a whole aren't automatically going to be recognized by YouTube and found by viewers. Like, we already talked about this. How do you get the viewers if you don't have subscribers, right? YouTube will try to figure out what each video is about, and take a guess at who among its, billions of viewers might like to watch it. But your ideas, your mission, your business are way too important to just sit back and let YouTube figure it out for you, right? We don't want to rely on YouTube to get it right. So this is where we actually have to start building out your spider web, so that YouTube works in your favor. So knowing what's worth your time to create on YouTube, by planning, like what we've started this week, is important. But just as important as knowing what to create is helping YouTube do its job of figuring out what your videos are about, who they're for, and whether anyone should bother watching them. Now, of course, we know that you're creating them for your ideal audience, and your ideal audience should definitely be watching them. Otherwise, you wouldn't have created them, right? But we need to help YouTube know that. We have to play YouTube's game so that YouTube sends your video out to the billions of people that are on YouTube right now. So remember I said yesterday, I think it was, YouTube desperately wants to match viewers with the videos. That is exactly what YouTube is. So YouTube wants people to watch your channel just as much as you want people to watch your channel. And using the spider web strategy, we can do some of the heavy lifting, a lot of the heavy lifting for YouTube to make it easier for it to pair its viewers with videos, with your videos. So in the publishing phase, you build out your spider web by publishing once a week, ideally, in one section of your spider web. Those videos are optimized so that they show up as a search result and attract new viewers. And then those new viewers keep watching more and more of your videos in your spider web, right? We talked about that yesterday. And more viewers means more money, whether you monetize with affiliate marketing or ads on your channel or brand deals, even your own digital products. More viewers means more money. So remember, as your audience grows, your income flows. And in the YouTube side hustle with the spider web strategy, I have a whole checklist of what to do when you're publishing, like how to optimize your title, how to figure out how to craft like a 2 to 3 word sentence, paragraph, a 2 to 3. What am I trying to say? A 2 to 3 sentence paragraph at the top of your description, how to design your thumbnails that make people want to click them and watch that video so that you don't have to wonder, if you're really doing all of the SEO stuff on everything when you upload your video because you just follow the checklist. And then phase 4 is analyze, revise, repeat. This is, I think, one of my favorite things to do and one of my favorite things to help other people do. Some of my clients and students, most people, when they hit the publish button, it's like, it feels really good to get your video out there. For some people, it's kind of scary, but once you get over, if you're afraid to do it, once you get over it, it's fun. And then it just feels like you've really accomplished something every time you hit publish. And it certainly is an accomplishment, but successful YouTube channels aren't built by just throwing one video up here and there and walking away, right? So it's important that we keep running the play. We analyze, revise, and repeat. So like I said, this is my most favorite phase because it's exciting when you can see what's working on your channel, what's getting views, what's getting attention, what's getting clicks, how long people are watching, when people are getting bored and then leaving a video. YouTube analytics tells you all of that if you know what you're looking for. And when you can look at that information, revise what you're doing, and then improve as you go, then as you keep uploading videos, your videos are better and your audience stays longer. And when your audience stays longer, YouTube will send more people to your videos because remember, YouTube wants people to watch videos as much as you want people to watch videos. And it just becomes this big snowball. So it's really simple, right? Do more of what's working. We should apply that to everything in our lives. Do more of what's working and less of what's not working. Not go off in another direction and start a new niche, which happens a lot with content creators. We're multi-passionate. I completely understand that. But successful businesses don't change directions once they're all set up and they know what's working and what's bringing in revenue, right? That would only lead to more work, more struggle, more frustration. Going in 17 different directions doesn't build a business. So once you know what's working on your channel, you run the play. You analyze, revise, repeat. You study your analytics. And you do more of what's working. It's like I said, it's like a snowball. Inside of the YouTube Side Hustle Startup Program, there is a lesson on metrics that matter on YouTube so you can grow your audience faster while still publishing every single week. And then phase 5 is autopilot your revenue. This is a phase that you've already learned quite a bit about, actually. And for most people, when you have this set up at the beginning, it kind of sits in the background and runs on its own and does its own thing. Hence the word autopilot. But it has to be set up in order to be on autopilot. So publishing videos can be fun, right? But don't make the mistake of believing that you have to be at a certain level to make money using YouTube. You already know, because you've been through this challenge, that that's just not true, right? So monetizing your channel early sets you up so that as your channel grows, your income flows, and you can start to see all of the work that you've done pay off. Most people think you have to have a large audience, like 10,000 subscribers, or that you have to have a silver play button, which is 100,000 subscribers, or you have to have a million, a gold play button, right? So you don't have to have that many subscribers on your channel to make money. But if you wait until you have a larger audience, you'll be leaving money on the table. But by creating multiple streams of income, implementing a plan to combine those strategies, and publishing consistent content, your revenue will grow as your channel grows, right? But only if you have them set up at the beginning. So you have some of the revenue strategies already. We went over that on day number 3. When you put those in place together with the spiderweb strategy, I'm trying not to hit my microphone. When you put those in place together with the spiderweb strategy, then you'll watch the spiderweb effect that you've built through these 5 phases grow your online business for you, so that you can contribute to the world in the way that you want and earn money doing that. And when you have ongoing support and accountability and a community through a program like my 6-week YouTube side hustle startup that starts on, when does that start? September 27th, then you're unstoppable. Right? Those are the missing ingredients, I think, for most people who are stuck in that DIY phase. I'm going to DIY my YouTube channel and figure it out on my own, because if it was as easy as here's the info, now go do it, YouTube is full of information. If it was as easy as I'll give you the information and you go do it, then everyone would have a thriving, profitable YouTube channel, right? There's information everywhere. But with the community of fellow content creators who get it, who some have been there, done that, some are doing it right along with you. When you're in a room full of people who are doing the same thing as you have that built-in accountability to implement and keep going. And so if you've been trying to grow your channel and it's just not working for you, or you're confused about where to start, it's not that you just need more information, right? You know what needs to be done. It's the implementation that often trips people up. So I want to get to your questions. And I know that there are questions in the Facebook group that I need to answer too. And I can stay as long as you need me to. But I want to also let you know that on Monday, I'll be enrolling members into my 6-week YouTube Side Hustle Startup program. We'll work together for about 6 weeks. We have 5 Zoom sessions as a group to get support as you go through the spiderweb strategy. We have a private Facebook group, and then you'll get instant access to the spiderweb strategy course so that you can start right away and take what you've done this week and just go full speed ahead, right? You're already on a roll. So there's also a few limited spots available for a VIP option to work one-on-one with me on your strategy. So keep an eye on your email inbox, and you'll get information about that pretty soon. So if you followed me along this far, you probably have your bingo board ready to go, but I want to make sure you have all of your squares, and you can submit your bingo board on the all access page at vidpromom.com/access. At the very bottom, there is a big yellow button. And every time I say yellow button, there's like, I get confused and I'm like, is it yellow? It is yellow. I just checked. It's yellow. There's a button to submit your bingo board, and you'll be able to upload it there. So let me know in the comments if you have any bingo squares missing. And then on Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern, I'll be live in our challenge Facebook group. I'm doing it on Facebook because in order to complete the bingo board, you would have had to have been in the Facebook group to do all of the squares that are on here. right? So I'll be live in there on Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern to draw our prizes. So we have the light box, the $50 Amazon gift card, a tripod, and also I can't forget about the mug. This mug that I created. It's like an affirmation mug. My light is making it so it's like hard to see. As my audience grows, my income flows. So we'll give away one of those too, but you have to submit your bingo board on the all access page before 12 p.m. in order to be entered to win. So that's where I'm going to draw from. Let me just see here. So just to make sure, to answer this question, could you cover box 9 on the bingo board? In order to be known for more than one thing, you have to be known for one thing. That's the answer to that one. Brandy wants to be part of 6-week program. Okay, Brandy, you'll get the info. Keep your eye on your inbox, and you'll get the info. I'd love to have you in there. Let's see. I started my channel with an iPhone. Love watching older videos and then seeing, yes, oh, that's so much fun too. I do that also on my channel. In fact, sometimes I'll get like an email or a message from somebody and they're like, I was watching your video on blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh no, that was from like 5 years ago. And my hair is really short. And even some of my really old videos, my hair is long and wavy and dark. So, but it's also cool to see how like the different, like the quality of the video has improved, but also my set is totally different. I say set in air quotes because it's just a bedroom, just a basement in my bedroom. But I used to shoot videos on my side porch of my house at my old house. So the evolution is always fun to go back to. Mom 101, I've learned so much about hashtags and searchable content. Cool. Square 11, Sarah. Spiderweb categories. Yes, from yesterday. That is to do the day 4 homework, which is your spiderweb categories from yesterday. Yes, that is correct. And by the way, it's not too late to do the bingo board. Like, it's not really a race. You just have to get it done by 12 p.m. Eastern on Sunday to hand it in. So if there's any of these like homework things that you haven't done, you can go in and do them. You have time. Let's see here. Sarah, also, I'm still missing number 13. Oh, yeah. Well, number 13 is to complete your bingo board and submit it. That's an easy one. If that's the only one you're missing, then you're done. You're complete. Let's see. Brandy, I need to work on that. I'll go through the group later and see if anyone can help you girl out. Okay. Yes. Box number 3 is, it would be like so much less confusing for myself if I put the boxes in some kind of order. Man, they used to be in order. Box number 3 down at the bottom. The fastest way to start and grow a profitable online business was from the kickoff video. And the answer is through YouTube and multiple streams of income. Andrew, box number 6. This does feel like bingo now because I'm just like calling out numbers, calling out numbers and names. It's some kind of weird YouTube bingo. Box number 6, crossing your fingers is not a strategy. How many times have I said that? Even just today, I've said it more than once. Crossing your fingers is not a strategy. Let's see. Meredith, since you've looked at my site and know a little about my club, which one of your courses do you think would be best for me? Any of them? So I have a course on editing videos, but you already have, a channel, so I haven't watched your videos, but I've seen your channel and your site, so I'm not sure if you need to know how to edit videos. But the 6-week startup that's coming up is really for anyone who is either starting from the beginning, which I know you're not starting from the beginning, or who has some videos up there, but they're like, okay, now what? What do I do to improve? Because part of the spiderweb strategy isn't just how to get started, it's how to look at the analytics and figure out what do I do next? What's working? What's not working? Um, what happens a lot of times too is actually, this happens all the time. I'll have a student or somebody who's like, this isn't working, that's not working, my channel's not growing. And then I go and like look at their analytics and I'm like, well, here's these 5 things that are working really well. So that's working for you. Do more of those things, but they just didn't know what they were looking for. So the 6-week program might be perfect for you. But you'll definitely get some more info in your inbox, or you can always, anybody can always, you can shoot me a message if you have more questions, more specific questions. For digital products, Andrew, for digital products, do you recommend getting more people who are commenting on your videos before launching one? I don't know that people commenting on your videos would be a metric I would necessarily look at. If you are going to launch a digital product, or if you have a digital product, definitely be building your email list and then use your email list to let people know about your digital products. That's the path. Is that the right word? That's sort of the path that I use. And it works. And it also kind of is part of the autopilot concept, because you can have automated welcome emails that go out to people who join your list. You can offer people a checklist or a cheat sheet. I have a lot of checklists and cheat sheets on my channel. I even have one linked in the workbook to the, what is it called? YouTube keyword hotspots. It's a checklist. It's a cheat sheet. It's not a checklist. It's a cheat sheet. So you put in your email address. Now you're on my email list, and I give you the cheat sheet, but it's all automated. There's not like a real person that's, sending those out unless something goes wrong. So for sure, be growing your email list, Andrew, if you're going to be selling digital products. But then you use YouTube to attract people to your email list, to get that perfect right person into your YouTube community and then get them onto your email list. Brandy's not sure of any of her mystery squares. That's okay. And mystery task 3 and 4. Let me see. A mystery task for day number 3. Oh yeah. Is to circle the 3 easy revenue streams, the 3 easiest revenue streams that you think would work really well for your channel, and then post those in the group with your day 3 homework. And 4 is, 4 was kind of confusing because I had a different mystery thing on the slide yesterday. 4 was to circle the category from your day 4 homework that was going to be most exciting for you to create videos about, and also as like a bonus mystery task to post a question in the group that you still have now that we're at the end of the challenge. So mystery task number 4, box number 6, that's not box number 6. That's box number 2. So that was mystery task number 4. Box number 6 is crossing your fingers, not a strategy. Okay, so you're good with editing. I figured you probably were, since you're as advanced as you are. Awesome. Yes. Awesome, Brandy. So, um, if there are no other questions there in the chat, there were a couple questions in the actual Facebook group that I wanted to make sure that I found as many as I could and answered. And I know one of them was about taxes, which I'm like the last person you should ask about taxes, but I'm not a tax professional. That's my disclaimer. But if you are creating YouTube videos as a means of growing your business, any money that you spend, you should at least be keeping track of. But I'm not a tax professional, so I'm not sure how that works with taxes, but you can keep track of expenses like on a spreadsheet or something, save your receipts. And yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I would say to do about that. I'm just scrolling through the group here to see about any specific questions that people have. You all are so helpful, helping each other out with all the different ideas in the group. It's so fun to see, and everybody's niche is so fun to see. I always joke that someday I could write a book about pretty much every single niche. I've had like a client or student or somebody in like every niche, and when I'm helping come up with ideas or doing the keyword research, I'll like learn all these things that I never knew before. I had a client that was starting a channel on, oh, what is it called? It's Korean archery, but I think there's another name for it, maybe. And I was like, there's this whole world I never knew anything about, but just do a little bit of keyword research, and all of a sudden it's like down this rabbit hole. Okay, so missing 2 and 5. I'm gonna new post together for the page, and hopefully you can help me there. Yeah, I can definitely help you there. Yeah, okay, cool. So I will let you all go on this beautiful Friday afternoon where I'm at. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Brandy tracks everything in an Excel spreadsheet on her computer, and considering to share as another revenue for my channel. I don't know what you mean by the second half of that sentence, but keeping track of everything. Awesome. Awesome. You super chatted me, Brandy. I've never had a super chat before. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so exciting. It's funny it came through weird on my Restream dashboard. But that's awesome. I really appreciate that. All right, I'm going to let you all go, and I'll see you back in the group, in the Facebook group at 12 p.m. on Sunday. 12 p.m. Eastern on Sunday is when I'll draw for the prizes, and I'll go through the group and answer any last questions and everything. But keep your eye on your inbox throughout this weekend about the 6-week YouTube side hustle startup, because we're going to be starting on September 27th, and it's going to be great. So I hope to see you there.